So you found a super rare item in the game, but you don't know how to price it. Today, we're going to examine all the factors you need to know in order to properly price that super rare item you found in Elder Scrolls Online. So keep watching. Hi folks, welcome to Revision. Today we're going to take a look at the factors that you need to take into consideration when pricing a super rare item find in the game. First off, you need to see if it's in any of the 3 capital cities and Craiglore. If your super rare find is in any of those cities when you're looking for that specific item in traders, then unfortunately your item is not super rare. It might simply be rare in the game, but not super rare. So please keep that in mind. Next, you need to determine how old the item is. Does it date back from when the game first started that you can find these super rare items? Or is it something that just came out with a new update? Now, keep in mind, if it's a new item and it just came out, it might not actually be super rare. You just might have gotten lucky and been one of the first few people to find it. So don't jump for joy right away. Make sure that you actually have a super rare item. Next factor to consider, what was the amount of labor that you put in to get this respective item? Was it hours upon hours of farming and then all of a sudden you came upon this weird item? Or was it something that you found rather quickly? This is an important factor when considering the price range of what to make your item. If you're going to price something in the 5 to 10 million range, then it had better take 5 to 10 million worth of labor in order to find this rare find in the game. I'll give you an example. The mythic ambrosia recipe, and I'm talking about the 150% EXP potion recipe. That's been out for years, but when it first came out, it was super rare, and not a whole lot of people had it in the game. You're talking maybe a handful of people had it in the game. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people have it in the game. So it probably went from anywhere from 5 to 10 million to now a measly million. Still a good find if you come across it. And when I say come across it, you have all the parts needed to make it, like the cipher and the Sigic Ambrosia recipe potion to combine it. However, there are other items in the game that are much more newer and may or may not go for a decent price. Now, that comes upon our next factor. Is the item eye-pleasing or useful? In terms of use, if it's something that, is a popular food recipe or something along those lines, it's going to be useful. Is it eye-pleasing? Well, is it a wonderful, spectacular piece of furniture that everybody goes gaga over? Another factor to keep in mind. Is it a super rare blueprint? Also, another factor to keep in mind. A blueprint will obviously go more than an actual piece of furniture because with a blueprint, you can start mass producing these items for sale. So it's more valuable when you're pricing it. A piece of furniture, however, can be either found or created depending on the nature of it. Also, when you go to put up your inventory for sale, you want to go where the money is. When you figure out all these factors and how long it takes you to find this particular super rare item, and you set a price for it, if you're asking for an outrageous price of 5 to 10 million or something along those lines, you got to go where the money is. And when I say go where the money is, if you're going to put it up for sale, you better put it up for sale in a capital city, and you better make sure that the guild in that capital city is a stable guild, meaning they are consistent in winning the trader location each and every week. If they are not consistent in winning each and every week, then you're just wasting your listing fee. Remember that you got 30 days on the listing fee, and you're paying an amount of money for the listing fee. Whether you put it up for $1 million, 2 million, the higher you put it up for in price, the greater the listing fee is going to be. And then, of course, you can also flash it around an area chat. But again, you want to go where the money is. You want to go into the zones with populated areas that have rich players and so forth. And if you know rich players, then just deal with them only. You know, negotiate, a deal with them and then go from there because it's much easier that way. Then you take a lot of the legwork out from what you have to do. Also, auctions, another great way to sell super rare items because the people in auctions, not only do they have a lot of money on hand to be able to spend, but they are very ego driven. In other words, they don't think too smart when they're going at an auction to buy stuff. I see auctions all the time. I'm just going to be honest, it's very ego driven. Okay? They don't use a whole lot of brain power when it comes to these auctions. Maybe some people are smart when, granted, they go to the auctions, but I just see a lot of ego when people are at auctions within the game. And finally, another factor to consider is how fast you want the gold. If you want fast gold and a lot of gold, well, you're going to have to make the price obviously a lower price. Price is everything. The higher you make the price, the longer it's going to take to sell. So, if you want a quick sale on a high profiled item that's super rare, you're going to have to adjust your price accordingly so you get that sale. Now, you can do the whole area chat thing and brag about it and say, offer. It's really annoying, those people, but to be honest, like I said, you want to go where the money is, and that will save you a lot of time and effort. Remember that you have to take a lot of time to sell the rare item also. Um, the easiest way, obviously, is to put it up in the trader, and that'll get you quick results faster. However, if you go around an area chat and all that and try to sell it that way, it is going to take a lot more time to make that sale, and you're going to get a lot of haggling and all that. So, make sure that your item is super rare, meaning it's not in any of the inventories of the capital cities, and make sure that the price point is according to what it actually is worth. Um, if it takes several weeks, days, or years to find this particular item, then it's going to be priced accordingly. But keep in mind that the longer it's been out, the more that it's going to be devalued in price, much like the 150% EXP recipe that has been out for several years now. All right, folks. So those are the factors to consider when pricing your super rare items. If you like this video, please hit the like button and become a subscriber. I put out videos on Elder Scrolls Online each and every week, and I'll see you next time.